Hi there, welcome back to the Art of Business English, where we help people like you get the language skills you need for doing business in English. This is Andrew Ambrosius, and I've got episode 175 for you today. And this week I have the second installment in my mini-series on financial vocabulary. Today we'll be looking at some more technical language. So this should be great if you're struggling to understand the following terms. So let's jump in and see what we have in store for you today. And like always, I'll give you the expression, the meaning, and a bit of context with an example, okay? So let's take a look. First one on my list is creditworthiness. So that's one word, creditworthiness. And this basically means that it is the value placed on an individual or company to pay back a loan. So if you've got a good creditworthiness, it means that you have a low risk profile, so you're likely to pay back the loan. An example would be, the better our creditworthiness, the better the bank conditions for a loan. Okay, let's look at my next one, upside or downside. So the upside or downside is like the positive or negative aspects of a business decision or situation. So an example would be, I think this deal has a lot of upside. Risk is low, yet returns could be very big. So you can see the upside is positive, whereas the downside is negative. Let's look at the next one, which is asset class. Now, asset class is a grouping of investments that exhibit similar characteristics and are subject to the same laws and regulations. For example, the bonds market, which is basically fixed income, that is considered to be an asset class, okay? Let me give an example, and this is a question which many people are asking. Will cryptocurrency become a new asset class? So for that to happen, regulators would have to apply rules and laws and regulations to cryptocurrency that would basically control the whole cryptocurrency market, and then it could become a new asset class. The next one on my list is actually an expression with a phrasal verb. So it's to run up debt. To run up debt. And this basically means continue to increase your debt load by taking on more loans. Okay, so many companies have run up large amounts of debt during the financial crisis. Another one, line of credit, and this is also related to running up debt, the amount of credit given to a borrower. For example, many companies have a line of credit to help them pay invoices and remain liquid. Let's look at the next one. This is remittance batch. And this word is a little bit complicated. Remittance batch, what does that mean? Basically, it's when you put together a payment. So it's basically sums of money sent as payment, which are grouped together, and then they're sent to the bank for processing. So this is, in Spanish, we call this una remesa. So it's a remittance batch. So let me give you an example of how that's used in context. Creating a remittance batch to pay your suppliers saves time and groups payments all together. Now, the next one is a fine. A fine or fine. So this is actually something not many people want to receive, because to pay a fine is to pay a sum of money as punishment for breaking the law. So for example, breaking tax laws can result in a very hefty fine from the IRS. Hefty fine means a substantial fine, so a large amount of money. Okay, let's look at the next one, which is contribution. And when I'm talking about contribution, I'm actually talking about making contributions to your pension plan. And this means an amount of money usually paid monthly or annually into a retirement fund. For example, making regular contributions to your pension plan is a great way to ensure you have a good life after you retire. Let's look at the next one, which is equities. And equities are basically stocks and shares. So an example of equities would be trading in equities can bring great reward, but also carries a significant amount of risk. Okay, fees are the next one. Nobody likes fees. But what are fees? Well, fees are a payment made to a person or a company exchange for advice or services. For example, when investing in mutual funds, it's a good idea to check how much you will be paying in fees. Okay, so a lot of mutual funds or the funds that banks have, they have a fee structure. Okay, your banks charge you fees. Now the next one is tranche. Tranche. And tranche is actually spelled T-R-A-N-C-E, C-H-E. So T-R-A-N-C-H-E. And tranche is a proportion of something, usually money or stock options. For example, the first tranche of stock will be released on Monday. So in this example, the company is, putting some stock into the market, or maybe giving stock to their initial investors or board, and that's a tranche. All right, the next one is blockchain, and I'm sure everyone's heard a lot about the blockchain in the past few years, but what is the blockchain? A blockchain is a digital public ledger that records online transactions, okay? And a ledger is basically an accounting system where you write down transactions, okay? So an example would be blockchain technology is what all cryptocurrency is built upon. Okay, so blockchain, cryptocurrency is built on the concept of the blockchain. Now, the last one on my list is bang for your buck. And this means getting a lot of value for your money. So if you get a lot of bang for your buck, it means maybe you're spending not much, but you're getting a lot of value. Okay, so let me give you an example. You get a lot of bang for your buck with the new gym downtown. So the fee or the membership fee at the gym may be very reasonable for all of the services and classes and things that are provided for you at the new gym. And there you have it, my friends. That is the final one, and that's the end of this episode, and that's the end of the mini-series, part 2 mini-series on financial vocabulary. So I hope you found lots of those words new. I hope I've helped expand your vocabulary in this area of financial expressions, financial vocabulary. If you do have a request for any more financial vocabulary, please just drop me a comment over at the website or on social media. I'd be more than happy to put together some more in the future for you. And if you do want to increase or expand on your vocabulary, then you should definitely check out our course, Business Idioms, which is a great short course, and it covers lots of expressions, idiomatic expressions from a range of areas in business, so administration, marketing, production. So it's great if you want to get a really holistic view of expressions that could be used in different parts of business. That is it from me, people, and I'll see you all next week for one more episode of The Art of Business English before we introduce our summer series. So I hope you're enjoying the material and content this year. If you are, please drop me a 5-star review over at iTunes or on Spotify, and it would be really appreciated. That is it from me, my friends. I'll see you all next week. Take care. Bye for now.